Center in Champaign, where basketball on the Big Ten Network is presented by Ram Trucks. And tonight, Illinois back home to take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Guerrier, Pharrell Payne to jump it up, and Minnesota controls. And here we go.
One of the younger players in the Big Ten that I've become very impressed with is this young man with the basketball, Pharrell Payne.
Working against Coleman Hawkins right out of the gate. A little bobble, but Payne stays with it. Can't get it to go, and Shannon the board.
Good job by Coleman holding his ground and forcing a miss.
Marcus Domask honored before the game. Got a 2,000-point ball. Not a lot of those handed out as Coleman Hawkins picking it right up as he hits the deep three. Hawkins closing in on the Minnesota season record in assists. Marcus Carr said it just a few years ago. I'm not sure he thought it'd be already gone by this year.
Yeah, I didn't expect it.
Garcia working inside against Guerrier.
Garcia wants to foul, but there was none to be had there. Good step through, strong move to the hole. It's going to be a tough matchup one-on-one for Guerrier.
Hawkins again, 2 for 3. 15 to shoot for Payne. Trying to muscle Coleman Hawkins, and Payne just strong to the rim.
And that's tough. I mean, if there's not going to be a double team coming, Payne did the right thing. Take your time, gather yourself before going up.
That patience is one area we've seen him grow, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's fun to see because he's starting to figure it out. Things are slowing down for him. Oh my goodness. That's the second time he's guarded. It's kept him in front, not giving him an advantage.
5 to shoot. Shannon gonna go to work now against Mike Mitchell Jr. Shannon drive, count it, and a foul.
All-American right there.
Straight back in the day, but, and I'm stealing your bit there, back in the day. Sorry about that. So back. Domask will work against Mitchell. Find underneath, and that pass tipped. Rogers somehow able to stay with it to Shannon for 3. The scramble doesn't net points yet, and still alive. What a touch pass. Rogers with the finish.
Wow. Quincy Guerrier with the initial burst on the offensive glass. Tell you what, Illinois got to the bucket on the offensive glass.
The 6-0 run ends on the 3 from Cam Christie.
Cam Christie is a good one. Gophers fans better get used to, better see him play every time because he may not be in Minneapolis long.
Hawkins the push. Here's Christie driving against Hawkins, and a foul on Coleman Hawkins.
Easier to me. And you know what? I could tell when I'm talking to him, he's just having...
Against Iowa would have a little fun factor for almost anybody. Games for Parker Fox.
And hopefully our viewers understand what those markings are.
Shannon. Guerrier just could not get it to drop. 2-point lead for the Illini, and on the move. Guerrier off the shot fake, driving inside, collides with Fox. No whistle either way. One of the best rebounders in the league, 11th in the league, almost 7 boards per game this year. 5 to shoot. Christie with the contested 3, and he splashes it down. Here comes the trap of Domask. Needs a little bit of help, and he finds Dane Danger on the baseline. Kick out to Shannon. Look at the ball movement. Domask will launch. Underneath, Danger catches and is fouled. Points per game. And Danger at the line after the...
Something. We'll see.
And Danger just a 4.
Know that they were playing their starting 5, maybe too heavy of minutes. So Moretti, Danger, Hansberry will get some time.
Garcia strong to the rim. He's got 7.
Give your team extra possessions, and I don't know if they give him a stat for that, but Ben Johnson and his staff know how valuable he is.
Christie and Garcia, 15 of the 17 Minnesota points. Garcia looking for 3 more, and he matches it of 11 to start and 4 for 5 from 3. If you want to know the recipe to win a game in an upset on the road, is Danger going to work, gets the bucket, and a chance. Call it Isaac.
Struggling a little bit here offensively.
Only 1 shot for Hawkins. 0 for 1 tonight. Garcia with 10 first-half points. Here comes Hawkins around the screen from Payne. The lob to Payne, and the alley-oop with a 2-hand flush to give Aaron and Rogers the rebound. There's Harmon. Hawkins again. He's so active early. Going to work against Garcia. The scoop won't go, but the tip is there. Count the bucket. For the goaltend, as it were. Garcia working inside, 10 to shoot, turns. Payne, big time rebound, trying to keep it alive. He does to Garcia, working around Guerrier. No, but the tip, yes.
I tell you what.
Gophers still at 53% from the floor, 4 of 7 from 3. 9:20 to play in this first half. Hawkins on the drive, floats that one in. He's into double shoot. Working against Coleman Hawkins. A little bit strong. Garcia's tip won't go.
Great job by Guerrier holding off Garcia that time.
Here's Shannon, accelerates, drives. His shot blocked, but a foul. Payne got the block, but the Big Ten play in the spring sports. And it's felt like spring. Payne off the inbound, working against Danger, and
oh, that's all ball. Yeah, Brooks is on it. That's a good call.
Nuggets. Hungry college students saw dinner tomorrow night erased with the make of a free throw.
First time tonight, matchup zone by the Gophers.
And Shannon will shoot over that zone and hit the three.
Great ball movement that time. Look.
The students rather subdued with that cheer for the Shannon three, still mourning the loss of those Nuggets. Payne inside, just bulls his way to the basket. 2 more for Pharrell Payne and the Gophers, who are within 2.
Great footwork by Pharrell Payne. I know that the fans thought he traveled, but that was not a travel. It was a heck of a move.
There's Hawkins. And count it with the foul, sending him to the line.
Hey, man, they can spurt you now. They've got some spurt ability. Number 14.
27 of the Gophers' points. Amani Hansberry, the freshman on the floor for the first time for Illinois. Underhanded toss to Garcia. Payne with the offensive rebound. Out to Christie for 3. What a bucket in the scramble situation. It's a 2-point game.
And I think they heard you, Kevin, in terms of the importance of getting a quality look that possession. They certainly got one.
Now Illinois back to work. Rogers to the rim. Count the 2. And away. And the rebound to Hawkins.
Now, isn't this interesting? Dawson Garcia let Shannon off the hook. He was taking Coleman Hawkins to the hole every time.
And a foul on Elijah Hawkins on the reach-in.
It's a tournament conversation.
And to that, playing well, the Gopher community is really anticipating they're going to have a great crowd for when they play on Thursday. Question will be it early or late, but they could have an advantage with the de facto home crowd.
Possibilities are certainly there.
Hawkins able to find that loose ball. 13 to shoot. Needs a little help. Here's Shannon. The 3 over Mitchell. Splashes home.
Mike Mitchell
in this first half. Payne working against the freshman. Hansberry. Christie on the drive. Challenged by Hansberry, who commits the foul. Christie,
right, who they just lost to last game, so
can return next year. This is just the start of the build that
developed in such a short amount of time with Elijah Hawkins, Mike Mitchell Jr. These guys seem like they've been playing together for years.
In the corner, wide open look. Luke Goody can't catch that one in. Here's Mitchell in transition to 3. Gives the Gophers the lead.
Have responded ever since.
7 of 11 from 3 in this first half. Damask, quiet, scoreless so far. On a foul, he'll go to the line to look for his first points. Timeout on the floor. Underwood. And for this Illinois team, as he for the season, he's averaging 18 points per game against Big Ten foes.
It's a Illini team.
How about this first half, Stephen? 12 lead changes in the first half alone tonight.
Illinois knew that this Minnesota team was going to come in with some pride and effort.
Garcia muscles his way against Goody. And how about the 13th lead change?
We got a score that got high. This is fun. It's fun for me anyway.
14 points for Garcia. Damask will jump it over to Rogers. Here's Goody. Another good look, and this one will fall. He did 3 of the year. Came in tied for the team, ladies. Now 1 behind Terrence Shannon. Mitchell trying to answer, and he does. Quick release for Mike Mitchell. Bruce Weber, our Chicago studios with the State Farm halftime report.
You know, me and Rayfeld Davis had a spirited conversation on Twitter.
You did.
About the Big Ten Defensive Player, all first team of Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Our spirited conversation. People thought we didn't like each other after that. Rayfeld's my man. I love him. Teammate.
Garcia baseline spin. Christie on the drive.
Good no call. Oh, that should have been a no call. Didn't that look awkward?
Points.
Horns action here by the Illini. Nice switch. That time by Dawson Garcia.
Shannon against Garcia from the elbow. Terrence Shannon. Here's Christie showing off his repertoire. A little strong, long rebound though to Mitchell. Mitchell thought about that three for a second.
If Minnesota's getting anything they want offensively.
There's Mitchell probing, floater, rolls
tough.
home.
That's tough. There's really not a lot of defense for that. Once you get inside that first layer of defense, if you got that runner as a guard, that's awfully difficult to stop.
Rogers, and the finish for Danger. 9 to shoot. Garcia on the drive. Danger got a swat. Ben Johnson thought it was a goaltend. No whistle. And now Illinois will put the brakes on. They can hold for the final shot. State Farm halftime coming up.
I'd let Ty Rogers back down Mike Mitchell Jr. if I'm the Illini. Okay, so Damask is going to do it then.
Damask working against Mitchell. That won't go. Rebound kicked around. Christie trying to scramble for it. The half-court heave is short. And halftime arrives with clean basketball.
Very clean. And I'm sure if you ask both coaches, not a whole lot of defense being played.
Neither team is led by more than 5 points in this ball game. See what happens as the second half gets underway with Hawkins trying the three. Offensive rebound underneath by Guerrier. Gets his own miss back and puts it in.
Good job of Guerrier following the flight of that basket.
Hawkins looking to work. Pharrell Payne backing down against Coleman Hawkins. The handoff back to Elijah Hawkins, and he floats.
Elijah Hawkins finally getting on the board offensively.
You mentioned that to him today at shoot-around. He almost fell off his chair over there.
Yeah, that's a Chuck Brown go-go reference.
Thought about stepping into that one. Then he looked up and saw the other Hawkins, who is about a foot taller than him.
Wise man.
Lob underneath. Tough one to handle down low. Guerrier throws it back into play. Numbers for the Gophers. And
That play, if they continue to do that, he thinks they can get a great chance to win this game.
Quad 1 win it would be for the Gophers as Hawkins with the step back two. He knew that was good. He started.
Hawkins taking some of the scoring pressure off of his teammates here in the second half.
Shannon fortunate to hang on to that basketball. Almost lost it. Now he'll go to work against Garcia. Bobbing and weaving, and a foul on Dawson Garcia. His first. Reasons why Illinois is 17-3 this year when they have a halftime lead. Like ease is going to be part of this one in the second half today.
Right in the ship here so far.
A good response from that disappointment on Sunday in Lincoln for Minnesota. Garcia in the post against Guerrier, and Guerrier goes down, and Garcia gets 2 more.
I'll tell you what, you got to be a strong man to knock Quincy Guerrier down like that. I mean, Dawson Garcia flex.
18 for Garcia, and Rogers headed to the free throw line. How about that win by Northwestern earlier tonight on the road in Maryland? Big win.
Without Ryan Langborg, who is out with an injured ankle, and Nick Martinelli having a coming out party.
And Mike Mitchell Jr. with the three. He's into double figures now, and the Gophers on top on the road.
This might be one of those games, Kevin, where the Illini are just going to have to outscore Minnesota because defensively, there's too many breakdowns right now.
Shannon, how about lead change number 16? Turns baseline. Trouble comes, the hook short, rebound into the hands of Damask.
Coleman Hawkins went over and provided help and then kept the ball out of Payne's hands. That's great defense.
And a transition three, the result on the other end for Guerrier. 4-point lead for the Illini.
And that's a great sign for the Illini to get Guerrier involved on the offensive end. He's been doing a good job defensively, but you want him confident as well on the offensive side.
Hawkins, step back three.
Ooh.
You bet. Ooh. 17 in the first half for Christie, on the move to the other end, looking for his first two, but Payne there to flush home the miss. Hawkins.
This last game, Nebraska really cut Minnesota's water off.
Garcia will go to the line. Almost had the and one as Coleman hampered him early in that game. He has not had that problem tonight. 19 from Minnesota. Last time they won a game on the road against a ranked foe was 2019 against the...
And I like him just being aggressive like this. I mean, you know, last year sometimes he'd get in trouble because he'd overthink the game. Not right now.
Here's Shannon. Gets to the baseline. He gets to baseline. That jumper won't fall. Shannon looking up the floor. Zips that pass over to Coleman Hawkins. Back out it goes. Domask for three. Marcus Domask with a big
from long range, and now State Farm Center trying to come alive a little bit.
Hawkins to Payne, and that'll quiet this crowd.
Motion there. But I'm just been impressed with the Gophers. Every time Illini trying to pull away, they've got an answer.
Shannon has had an answer all night long. Three from
Talk about a desperate Wisconsin team. You talk about Purdue, obviously. And then you've got an Iowa team who's playing really well and now is in the conversation for that large bid.
And lest we forget, and I know you don't forget this, as Garcia gets two more. That's an underrated rivalry in this league.
Oh,
Iowa,
yes,
Illinois.
Yes, yes. I could give personal anecdotes.
Yes, you
but
could.
I won't. Oh, nice move. Not his brother Max, but Cam Christie, 17 points off 4-7 from three in the first half.
Not anymore.
That was his first bucket in the second half, right there, this season.
Marcus Domask going to work against Christie. He kind of let up with those three fouls.
Yeah.
Illinois looking for their largest lead. Shannon in transition, end-to-end. The scoop won't go. There's Danger with the rebound and the slam.
Well, that's powerful right there. Danger.
It's 2 decades plus.
Yeah, this is impressive. When you start comparing and having similar numbers to teams like that, you know you're doing something special. It's a Illini team, offensively, a juggernaut. Defensively, 11 of 15 in the second half by Minnesota.
11 of 15 shooting.
That's crazy.
From the floor for the Gophers. 3 of 4 from 3 in the second half. Domask working inside against Carrington, and we've seen Marcus Domask. Here's Payne, bumped by Danger once, couple of times, muscling it against Danger. No whistle. Ball tipped out to Shannon. On the run. Illinois by 6. Loping end-to-end to the rim. No, but a foul, and Shannon headed to the line.
You know what? He could have a
1,000 points in an Illinois uniform. He's done it in 2 years in an Illinois. And he's got 25 tonight. Points or more. Some team in 1989, they called them the Flying Illini, had 12 straight of 80 points. Payne, tough catch. Ooh, tougher finish. He hammered that home.
Oh, man. Defense by Danger.
Hawkins at the foul line. Can't get the roll, but look who gets the rebound. The smallest player on the floor finds Mitchell for 3, and the scramble. Second chance puts 3 on the board.
Every time the Illini are threatening to get away from Minnesota, they make a play like that. Excellent hustle and great teamwork. Elijah Hawkins getting a critical offensive rebound.
Guerrier, the answer is there. College basketball game and an NBA game broke out.
Tell you what, both teams are just shy of 60% from the field for the game.
Here's Garcia turning into the paint with a left hand, and he got the kind of roll.
I'm so strong, didn't matter.
That's the 8th 20-point game in conference play alone for Dawson Garcia.
He's getting it done.
Harmon inside for 2.
Listen, Harmon is an elite cutter off the basket.
To shoot for the Gophers. Mitchell driving on Harmon. Scoops it up, won't go, and we've got a whistle and a foul going the other way.
Speaking of skates on, I'd be 6'9". They give you a lead.
Looking for its first double-digit lead of the night. Domask, jump stop in the paint. Turns, muscles it up, count it, and the foul. Been terrific all year for this Illinois team. Free throw good. Garcia against Hawkins. To the foul line. Tough jumper, won't go. Rebound Christie, and it's taken away. Hawkins, all almost had it picked away in a foul. Mike Mitchell Jr. looking for the steal, instead picks up his fourth. Key moment, they did.
That's right.
Hawkins will get the bonus. Damask, offensive rebound. It's only the second time tonight they've had a streak like that.
Well, Harmon's on-ball defense here in the second half has been a revelation for the Illini on this end of the floor.
And then Garcia inside them since the start here in Champaign.
Marcus Damask.
And Damask has to back it out.
Tell you what, big fella showing some nice footwork there defensively, Garcia.
Danger.
Oh,
it's Danger.
Well, the emergence of Danger couldn't be at a better time for the Illini.
Hawkins fouled by Shannon. Second on Shannon floor, but 65%
from long range here in the second stanza. Joshua Ola-Joseph, who is a very talented forward, just not able to get on the floor right now because the guys in front of him are playing so well.
Justin Harmon.
He's really bothered Christie here in the second half.
For the second straight game, Stephen, the bench has really provided a huge lift for the Illini. It was 34 points and 20 rebounds in the Iowa win. Tonight, they've outscored Minnesota's bench 18-9. Shannon and Hawkins for Illinois, Christie and Garcia. The crowd is ready. No, that nugget right in front of them, and they yank it away.
I tell you what, they flash it up on the screen, just make you hungry looking at it.
It's one of my favorite promotions.
It's great
in
though,
college basketball.
It's really good.
I mean, there's nothing. If it's free, it's me, and especially if it's a college student.
That's right.
Foul on the floor, no shot. Line for Shannon.
Goes to the gym, gets his shots up. Obviously, he's been working on his body because he can get downhill against almost. I've played with a couple guys that could put the ball in the hole, and they haven't done it at the clip that Terrence Shannon has.
Christie with the three and a career-high 23 for Cam Christie. Shannon with 2 minutes to go, a little strong off the heel, and Garcia with the rebound. Hawkins, the lob to Payne, catches and throws it down. This late in the game to be able to score, though, for a Gopher comeback. Under 90 seconds to go. Damask working against Garcia. Initiates some contact and gets the foul on Dawson Garcia, which is his third. 2 free throws coming for Illinois. 7 at the line for Marcus Damask. And the Fox Sports app.
A.J. Storr's got to be in the mix somewhere in terms of all Big Ten performers. I mean, he has had a heck of a season for the Badgers.
And Hawkins knifing in.
Points are better, so they're used to sharing the sugar, doing it here on the road, but it may not be enough.
Damask working against Garcia. Damask has been so active in this second half. 22 for Damask.
Well, he is determined to score over Garcia.
Mitchell with the three, count the bucket, and a foul on Damask. And the Gophers not going to go away.
You know, you're talking about a guy that loves defense, but I'd like to see the ball go through the hole as well.
195 is the total here, so 205, 195. It's still the most combined points. We may get to 205. It's going to take a little work. Our graphics department shuts down at 10, and that's when the math, Central Time, that's when the math stops as Shannon drives inside and lays it in.
I can guarantee you one thing, Illinois is not going to foul on 3 again.
Isaiah Ihnen right off the bench, and Ihnen with the three.
Make things interesting.
Gophers trying to foul, haven't yet, and now they get rid of it down the floor, and Harmon with a two-hand flush to put the cherry on top of Illinois' 21st win. Kick ball with 12.6 seconds to go and an 8-point lead.
Yeah, and you know what? The Minnesota Mitchell had a quiet 17, but this is a different offensive animal in the Illini.
And it will not go. Rebound secured by Hawkins. Long pass ahead to Damask. He'll dribble it out, and Illinois is going to survive a scare from the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. 105-97 the final. Illinois victorious at home to move to 21-7 and 12-5 in conference play.
I'll tell you what's going to really help the Illini moving forward. That Dain Dainja minutes and his production inside is going to bolster this offense even more.